You're gonna be all right, Joan Wilder. Yeah.
Hey, I love to talk about some rom-coms. So, I just bring 10 feel-good rom-coms you should rewatch this time. Number 10, which brings me to you. It's not just a basic romance film because it follows the two characters' past experiences, directed by Peter Hutchings. On this film, they discuss different aspects of their previous partners with each other, including how they found each other and how they eventually had to drift apart. Some of these experiences make them laugh, while others cause them pain.
We don't have to promise the rest of our lives to each other. We don't even have to promise the rest of our day. Let's just keep talking.
Number 9, The Magic of Ordinary Days. It's a feel-good drama where a girl is pregnant and she is looking for her partner, sending her letters but gets no response, so she has to marry someone else. Directed by Brent Shields, it talks about the complications and emotions between the two of them and whether they bring them closer or drive them apart.
How do you know this could work?
I know, because someday you're gonna forgive yourself.
Number 8, Overboard, directed by Gary Marshall. It shows two characters whose classes are completely different. Dean Prophet is a carpenter, while Joanna is a rich, arrogant lady.
I'm not going anywhere. Damn you!
Because of an incident, Dean wants revenge, and he finds out that Joanna has been diagnosed with amnesia. So he decides to be her husband. So whether he seeks revenge or falls for her, and whether she gets her memory back, is shown precisely.
Together. And lick, shake,
Shake.
lick, drink,
Drink.
suck.
Number 7, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, directed by Nicholas Stoller. It follows Peter, who recently had a breakup with Sarah, and to ease his pain, he goes on a Hawaiian vacation. But when he gets there, he finds out that Sarah is there too, with her boyfriend. He finds out that she had been cheating on him before they broke up. As a result, the person he is constantly trying to forget keeps appearing right in front of him, so he can't find peace somehow. Then he meets someone named Rachel, and she tries to help him. So it shows what kind of relationship he develops with Rachel, and whether he tries to get back together with Sarah.
Your girlfriend dumped you, right? Are you hurting? Are you hurt? Stop it. Stop crying. Use your dick. Keep fucking. Fuck everything that moves. Just wear a condom.
Number 6, Frankie and Johnny. It's a story like this name song. It's also a Gary Marshall film, which follows two characters where Johnny is very lonely, so he's looking for a partner, while Frankie doesn't want to get into a relationship because she has had a lot of trauma and complications with her previous partners. So Johnny gets a job at a cafe, and when he sees a waitress, he falls for her. So he tries to convince her that he's not like her previous partners, and he's determined to develop the love they have for each other.
Your name is Frank, right?
Yeah,
I'm Johnny.
yeah, I know.
Frankie and Johnny, the song.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Number 5, Romancing the Stone, a Robert Zemeckis film, which is following two characters who have the same destination but different goals. One is trying to save his sister, while the other is trying to fulfill his dream of buying a boat and sailing everywhere. Yep, it's a treasure. Joan is a romance novelist who thinks she needs a partner like the main character she sees in her stories. So it tells the story of how she finds her partner and whether Jack T. Colton sails alone or takes Joan Wilder with him.
Well, I was inspired.
Jody, you are now a world-class hopeless romantic.
No. Hopeful.
Number 4, Lars and the Real Girl. It's directed by Craig Gillespie. He was good director, cause I don't understand what he was thinking when directing Supergirl. Whatever, it follows a character named Lars who doesn't have any mental illness but is shy and socially awkward, which is not less than an illness. Like if a girl tries to talk to him, he behaves like, fuck off. However,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm totally bringing somebody.
he forms an unconventional relationship with a sex doll. One of his friends told him about it. From this, we can understand one thing. Friends are the root of all evil, So it shows how the people around him react to this relationship and whether he can ever develop a relationship with a real person. Number 3, Barefoot in the Park. It's the kind of film you should watch anytime, mainly after marriage. Directed by Gene Saks. This film has 2 characters, Paul and Corey. They move into a new apartment after getting married. They have immense passion, like they live for each other. But this doesn't last for long, as Paul isn't an always-in-the-mood person because of his work pressure.
About 5 hours sleep. I'll call you from court tomorrow. We'll fight over the phone.
You will not go to sleep, Paul. You will stay here and fight to save our marriage.
While Corey is an overly enthusiastic lady. So because of this, Paul can't handle everything. So we see how their problematic relationship goes, or ends.
How's every little thing?
The little things are fine.
Shall I charge it, Mr. Bratter?
Charge it to Mrs. Bratter. It's a new account. The grapes are his.
Number 2, Heaven Can Wait.
You must abide by what is written.
It follows a character named Joe, who is an NFL quarterback, and his dream is to lead his team to victory. But for some reason, his guardian angel takes his soul from his body prematurely. Now he needs a new body because his own body has already been cremated. So he finds the body of a wealthy man, but it's only temporary. Then he sees Betty, who comes to him for help, and he falls for her. So it shows how his relationship with Betty develops and whether he can actually fulfill his dream and how. The best thing about it is that everything is shown in a very subtle and charming way.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just memorizing your face. I want to memorize everything about you, so no matter what happens, I won't forget you.
Number 1, My Fair Lady, directed by George Cukor. It's a classic and it's really close to my heart because this is how I discovered Audrey Hepburn. The way the complex bond between the 2 characters in class are portrayed in this is unique. Eliza, who is a flower girl, and her English is not proper for standards. So she goes to the Henry to learn proper English, as he told her. He would teach her because he is a scholar of English literature. It shows their complex bond and how she made up or crashed. Here, Professor Henry is shown as a bit arrogant, while Eliza Doolittle is shown as an independent lady searching for her own identity, which is why it doesn't even have a kiss scene.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Number 0, Sex Drive. That shit feels good as hell. However, director Sean Anders knows what we want to see because he already gave us That's My Boy. It follows Ian, who is a fucked up virgin, and he finds a girl on the internet and decides to make out with her, but she lives far away from him. So he just wants a ride. But before that, he tries with his childhood friend Felicia, but it doesn't work.
I'm kidding.
So he sets out on a cross-country drive with his friend Lance and, coincidentally, Felicia. So it shows whether he just cracks this internet girl or whether he ends up being with Felicia. It's a really ISP is fucked up situation, and their mutualness, whatever, is sometimes it's cheesy, but it's sweet.
What?
Sport, fuck me, and not some stranger.
We're friends, so you're not gonna get some like crabs or genital warts or like some pussing thing that's like coming.
It's hot.
Number -1, The Sure Thing, directed by Rob Reiner. This film follows 2 characters, Walter and Allison. For a reason, Allison doesn't like him.
Did it hurt you?
No.
But they are forced to travel with each other. Walter is going to California because he wants to crack a girl who was arranged by his friend, and his friend sent him a picture of the girl. He just dreams about how he will crack her at the beginning of the journey. On the other hand, Allison is also going to California to meet her boyfriend. This shows a combination of their characters and how they bond to be together. So what will he choose, to crack this arranged girl or crack Allison, who he is now dreaming about?